from all the sources that I have, there's an imminent closure of Gush Katif. I can tell you last night the army is going to be closing this place, if not the next day or two, certainly before the 18th. So you're really here on the edge of history. This is the time that we have been really dreading is in front of us, and we're really looking for a big Neisir Chodesh Baruch Hu. This be a good time.
Salmo ves loy loy yiraro loy 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 yiraro ki atoy modi loy 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 yiraro
Okay? כן, אנחנו בסדר גמור. סמי בסדר, ועוד אנחנו עושים.
לא פה בירושלים?
לא, יש לנו מהרצליה. יש לנו מחוץ. So they set up roadblocks along the road. At that point there were a few of them till you reach Gush Katif. What's your name?
No, they're not fake. Since I took through so many people, I only read the first two rows. Oh my god. That's okay, I'll have the whole bus responsibility on my shoulders.
This is the Kisufim crossing. You made it.
Hooray!
Thanks.
Want to get out of the middle of the road, this front one?
אנחנו עושים לנצח הזמן.
I got more change for your change envelope. Like a lot more change. Here's the deportation process.
Yes, these are houses, not, I mean...
What's the barbed wire? Okay, hold on a second. Do you remember when there was like a lot of sniper work when people came into Gush Katif, and there was a whole story because they raised palm trees. Okay, this is the area that we were talking about over here, what we just passed. There were a lot of people that were being fired at when they were coming in and out of Gush. There used to be houses there. There used to be palm trees growing over there. There was a lot of. It's funny to call them accidents, because they really aren't accidents, they were on purpose. But there were a lot of snipers working over there, and eventually what happened was the army came in and they leveled the buildings and they removed first it was just the buildings, and then they would hide in the groves and they would shoot from there, and so they were also moved from the road so that they could have clear passage and could see what was happening. The country as a whole had a very low population and there was not much growing. When the first immigration began arriving and people began settling in the first settlements, they created more work and people came from the entire area and the area grew. And this has happened from the beginning of the Jewish return. Okay, no problem. Okay, just want to remind yourself, we're coming down to Gush Katif. It's very hot and humid over here, and today is particularly hot. So don't wait until you're thirsty. You should be drinking all the time, okay? It's better to drink sips at a time rather than to take at once a lot. And soon we're going to be going to the hot houses. They're very hot in there. They're not called hot houses just for the fun of it, okay? So please hydrate yourselves, drink, okay?
In that America's on this big terror alert, and it says America's on code level orange. I just thought
See, the orange is everywhere.
I don't know. Did anyone find that funny?
Wow.
what you're seeing here is that we're going to talk about this during the course of the day, but you should understand the communities are not in normal condition. All the communities are getting filled up. A lot of the cars, people are basically moving in this week. From all the sources that I have, there's an imminent closure of Gush Katif. I can tell you last night there was a small concert from Sinai Torah on the beach, and before that I walked through Shir Hayam. Now what's happening, a lot of those cars, it turns out, are from the Brit Milah. But what's happening, I got a call from Anita last night, who's going to come and bring us through her hot houses, tell you about her life and coming here in this place, what she feels about the program. And she's telling me that she wants to use our buses to bring as many mattresses and tents and sleeping bags as we can, because a lot of the families have decided, you see, this is not like apartment houses, there's a lot of space here. So what's happening in, not every, but a lot of the communities now, more so than others, is that they're setting up places for families to come and move. As an example, in Shir Hayam, the army is going to be closing this place, if not in the next day or two, certainly before the 18th.
200-300 people in our Moadon now celebrating the Brit Milah, Netzach Hazani. Bezrat Hashem, we're going to have a lot of children born here. Bezrat Hashem, we'll have a lot of Britot. My name's Anita Tucker. I'm living in Netzach Hazani for 29 years. This is Netzach Hazani, the oldest of the 21 Yeshuvim in Gush Katif. Fardarom is the oldest. It's from the time of the Talmud. And but Netzach Hazani is the oldest of the newer, renewed towns. On your right, you see the playground. They say by chance, b'mikreh. Mikreh is karame Hashem. Nothing is by chance. It arrived the day after Prime Minister Sharon announced his disengagement plan, his expulsion plan, and all the media came down here. It was supposed to come 2 weeks earlier. It just happened to come that day, and the media had a ball showing pictures of us putting in a new playground. We didn't intend to do it that way. These are the Sharon houses on your left. Arik Sharon, our Prime Minister, built them when he was Minister of Housing. They stayed empty for many years. Thank God now they are filled with our second generation children who have married and have come back to live here, and we have lots of grandchildren here. Thank God. You have to put your money where your favor. So we're going now to see my celery that I grow. I have a small farm, relatively small farm of 8 dunam. Every dunam has about 20,000 plants in it, 20,000 celery heads. The Tanakh declared, that God declared, the Bible declared, and we lived in Beersheba for 7 years. By that time we had 3 children, and we said, gee, what's going to be our children's big challenge in life? Our challenge was to come live in the homeland of the Jewish people, and they don't really have a big challenge. We said maybe we ought to figure something out that's going to give them a challenge in their lives. At the time, Yitzhak Rabin was the Prime Minister, may he rest in peace. We went to the Ministry of Agriculture, and we asked for some suggestions. They said, oh, take a look over here, over there, and over here. So this was the closest to Beersheba. My husband and I get in the car with the 3 kids, 4, 3, and 2 years old. We come down here. What do we see? Empty, bald sand dunes, just nothing. No, not one bird, not one fly, not one insect, not one weed, just bald sand dunes. So I say to my husband, let's get out of here! What, am I crazy? I mean, after Beersheba, after Brooklyn, coming to Beersheba, that's crazy enough, but this is a little ridiculous. Anyway, while I'm discussing with my husband, my 3 kids start sliding down the sand dune, see the sea, and they just don't want to leave. And that's why I'm here till this day. In Hebron, people are there because of Ma'arat HaMachpelah, the cave of their hands like this, and they say, welcome, Bruchim Habayim, we're so glad you came. Maybe there'll be some work for our people here. They were really in bad straits from the time of the Egyptians who treated them very poorly. And the Mukhtar of Dil Balach says to us, he looks down at the sand and he says, you Jews are crazy. Don't you know that this is in our tradition? This is called, this area of sand is called the cursed land? And I say, oy vey, how come you know about it and they didn't know about it in the Ministry of Agriculture? They sent us here to grow vegetables. What, are they crazy? Like what? So he said, listen, we know about it because in our tradition, we call it this area El Drara. El Drara is Grar, and the last guys who ever grew anything in this area were Abraham and Yitzhak, Abraham and Isaac. So from the Mukhtar of Dil Balach, we learned about our Jewish roots here. I really didn't know about it before. Of course, afterwards they did research, and they said that in Gaza lived Yehoshua built towns, and the Maccabim built towns, and even the song that we sing on Shabbat, Yari Bon Olam, was written by the chief rabbi of Gaza while he was in Gaza.